Assalamu alaikum. So today we are going to discuss the radial nerve which is present in the upper limb. So first we will see a brief introduction of the radial nerve, and then we will see its branches, the muscular branches, the cutaneous branches, and the articular branches. So first of all, we must know that the radial nerve, it arises from the posterior cord of brachial plexus. And its nerve root value is C5 to T1. And this radial nerve, it will splice the posterior compartment of arm and forearm. Posterior compartment of arm and forearm. Now we will see this radial nerve on this upper limb. So remember this thing, that this upper limb is drawn in the pronated form. So this is a humerus, this will be the radius, this will be the ulna, and these will be the carpal bones, and this will be the phalanges and the metacarpals. So this here it is coming from the posterior cord of brachial plexus and now root value C5 to T1, and here it enters the arm posterior to the brachial artery, medial to humerus, and anterior to the long head of triceps, like this. And here it will, first of all we will see a brief course of this, then we will see their detailed cutaneous branches or the muscular branches or etc. Here it will pass posterior to the humerus and it will come on the lateral side. It will come to the radial groove. Here is the radial groove of the humerus where it originated in the lateral side, and it will be accompanied by an artery called the profunda brachii artery. Now it will move on the lateral side, and at the level of this is the lateral epicondyle of the humerus. It will divide into two branches, the superficial branch and the deep branch. The superficial branch will be cutaneous and the deep branch will be muscular. So this will be the superficial branch, and this superficial branch, it will be cutaneous and it will splice the lateral side of the dorsum of hand, like this. It will splice the hand like this, and there will be a one deep branch. That deep branch, it will wind around the head of radius bone like this, and then it will descends between these two bones, and it is completely muscular. Okay, and now we will see their detailed branches of each part. So first of all, you must know that when it is entering in the arm, at this point, this is the point where it is entering. It is posterior to humerus. So it is posterior to brachial artery. And it will be medial to humerus. As you have seen, this is humerus bone. It is present medial to humerus, posterior to brachial artery, and anterior to triceps muscle. These are relation at this point where it is entering into the arm region, and here it will give two branches, and those will be the muscular branches. I will show the muscular branches in red color, the cutaneous in the green color, and the main nerve will be in the blue marker. So here it will give two muscular branches. These will be the two muscular branches, one to the long head of tricep and one to the medial head of tricep. Long head and one to medial head of triceps muscle. And here it will be accompanied in the arm by an artery which is the profunda brachii artery. And when it will reach on the lateral side, it will pyrase the lateral intermuscular septum. Here it will pyrase the This is the lateral intermuscular septum. And then it will give a muscular branch to the lateral head of triceps and also to the anconis muscle. Posterior to this, it will give the branch to the lateral head, and this is in the radial groove. As I have told you earlier that this turning is occurring in the radial groove, and in this turning it is giving branch to the lateral head of tricep in the radial groove. And after that it will give one muscular branch which will to the anconis muscle, which is also the muscle of the posterior compartment of arm. Then it will here give further three muscular branches to the brachialis muscle, the brachioradialis muscle, and the extensor carpi radialis longus muscle. Now we will see the cutaneous branches which are arising in the arm region. So the one cutaneous branch, it will be the arises here on posterior side, and it will be the posterior cutaneous nerve of arm. This will be the posterior cutaneous nerve of arm. Then it will also give a lateral cutaneous nerve of arm, which is by the lateral side of arm, like this. So the lateral cutaneous nerve of arm. And after this lateral intermuscular septum, it will give the posterior cutaneous nerve of forearm, which is by the posterior side of forearm, like this. This is the posterior cutaneous nerve of forearm. Nerve of forearm. Now we will move toward this forearm region. So here first of all we will label the main branches. That this was the superficial branch, and this was fully cutaneous, means that it will not supply any muscle. Okay, and this was the deep branch, and it was the muscular. It will supply the muscle. Now we will see these muscles. So after winding around the neck of this bone, it will pyrase a muscle, the supinator muscle. Here will be a muscle called supinator, and it will pyrase that muscle, and it will also supply this muscle. This is supinator muscle. And now this is all on the posterior side, as it is in the pronated form. So this is now is saying the posterior side of the forearm. Here it will supply several muscles. We will see them one by one. This will be the extensor carpi radialis brevis muscle. Then it will supply the extensor digitorum muscle, supply the extensor digiti minimi muscle. Then it will supply the extensor carpi ulnaris muscle. It will supply the abductor pollicis longus muscle. It will supply the extensor pollicis brevis muscle. Then it will supply the extensor pollicis longus muscle, and it will supply the extensor indicis muscle. These are also all the muscles of the posterior compartment of the forearm. And remember one thing, that radial nerve, it will not supply any muscle in the hand, only it will provide the cutaneous innervations to the lateral side of the dorsum of the hand. So this is the course and the supply of the radial nerve along with its brief introduction. And remember, again I will say, remember one thing, that this is in the pronated form, so don't confuse it. And this will be the thumb, this will be the little finger. Okay, thank you.